everybody, and welcome to the Crystal Spirit YouTube channel. My name is Joanna, and today it is a really special video that I want to share with you guys because today I want to share with you guys a little bit more about my own created tarot deck, which is the Little Miracle Tarot. I will have a link to my website where you can take a look at this deck even closer. You can read a little bit about the background story, why I decided to create this deck, what you will get when you purchase it, and you can also find a link there to purchase it and a link to the guidebook as well, which you will only be able to access when you buy the deck because you need a password for the guidebook. So Simon over at the Hermit's Cave already did an awesome review walkthrough of my deck. He was so kind to do that, and I really have to thank him a lot because it helped me a lot to get this deck out there. And I really loved the things that he said about it and how he showed it. So thank you again, Simon, if you will ever be watching this video. So if you're interested, I will have a link to that video in the description box down below so you can see all of the cards, because today I only want to talk about the minors. In particular, the cards, the numbered cards, so ace through to 10. Because with the minors, I really did something special. The Little Miracle Tarot is all about our world, planet Earth that we live on, and nature that surrounds us. And so we will see in this deck a lot of landscapes and natural phenomena. And with the major arcana, the guidebook is written in that way that the first paragraph for each of the cards will be an introduction for you to pathwork into the card. So we take a little journey through that card and what you are seeing and what you would feel like if you were there at that place. With the minor arcana, we also do that, but in a special way, because essentially we are visiting 4 different places with each of the suits. So with the fire suit, we are visiting the city of fire. With the water suit, we are on vacation on the island of water. With the air suit, we are entering the kingdom of air. And with the earth suit, we are taking a look and journey through the land of earth. And the guidebook has a little introduction page to each of these places that I have created. So they're of course not actual cities or lands, but they're in my Little Miracle Tarot fantasy world. And then for each of the cards, it's like we're on a 1-week trip to there, or on a 10-week trip. And the aces are always the first day when we arrive, and the 10s are the last day that we have on there before we go back to where we live, to our homes. And so on each card, so on each day that you're on there, or in that specific area, in that city, or on that island, you experience something new or visit something new. So that is basically how the minor arcana is structured. And I wanted to give you guys a little introduction to these 4 suits and 4 places, so that you get a glimpse of what your journey or your vacation in these 4 different places will be like. So welcome to the first suit. You are visiting now the city of fire, and we are of course talking about the fire or wands suit. So here you have a little childlike illustration of what this place might look like. Um, and so the City of Fire is basically, of course, you have the city here, but it's also connected to a little magical forest with a lake where the people in the city love to go to just relax and take a breather from the stressful city life. And then we have a little historical aspect here where the first city, the original city, was actually built super close to a volcano. And when the volcano erupted, they couldn't they couldn't take that place or rescue that place. So that place was lost. And the one that survived moved a little further away from the volcano, of course, and built up their city again. So we have behind the magical forest that place where the first city was built, which is now basically full of lava stones. And then, of course, the actual volcano Pasiono. So let's talk a little bit about the City of Fire while I just show you the cards. So I already talked about the areas. The climate is that all seasons are present, but the summers tend to be really hot and sunny, while winter time is pretty cold. So we have a little bit of an extreme climate there. And the people and life in the City of Fire. Well, the people who live here tend to be really creative. They love to stand out and go their own unique way. They don't care what others may think. Ironically enough, they're charismatic and love to people love to be around them. They're also spontaneous and enjoy life the way it is. When it's great, great. When it's not, then they will make it great. They're always busy because they love action and adventure. Activities that you need to do while you're here. Take a trip through the magical forest and let it inspire you. Visit the area of the volcano and feel the power and energy of fire. Have a campfire with your friends and just hang out. Don't miss the firework that happens in June. So this was a little introduction to the City of Fire. Maybe it was interesting to you. So now let's take a look at the island of water next, shall we? So here you can see the island of water where you take 10 days of a vacation on there. And you can see it is a pretty big island and it's completely surrounded by the ocean. And so here is your holiday resort, which are actually some little houses that are right on or next to the beach. And then from there, you of course have the whole beach side to explore. You have a little secret beach that is down here that is closed off and separated from the rest by cliff sides. Which you will access while you're here. And then you have some interesting things that are more on the inside of the island. You have the Paradise Waterfall, you have the Friendly Waterfalls down here, and you have a little Lotus Park, which you will also visit while you're here. So actually, let me talk you a little bit of the Island of Water. People and life. People who live here are relaxed and at ease with life. They just go with the flow and don't stress about anything. The few people who live here know each other really well. They love to connect to others, help each other out, and always have an open ear. They're really in touch with their emotions and follow their heart and gut feeling. instead of making rational choices. Activities that you should do while you're here. Of course, chill on the beach or swim in the turquoise sea. Visit the two biggest waterfalls on the island. Take some time on your own and journey through the Wellness Park and the Lotus Park. Experience the phenomenon of ebb and flow as well as the geyser that is there. So that was our little trip and introduction to the island of water. Next up is the kingdom of air. And here you can see we have a little city or town here, which is called the Feather City. It is surrounded by huge mountains, which are the Snowfall Mountains. And in the center of it, there is the Clarity Lake, which is known for its clarity and its spectacular view at night. So let's talk a little bit more about the Kingdom of Air. People who live here have adapted to the harsh and unique weather conditions. They love to get to know and study new things. Even though they seem reserved at first glance, they're actually really communicative but direct and truth-telling. They have learned to be independent since the area that they live in is isolated because of the surrounding mountains. Activities that you should do while you are here. Take a flight with the hot air balloons. Visit a lake that is known for its clarity. Take a trip through the mountains to find unique, icy landscapes. Don't forget to look up. You can see unique cloud formations, a super big moon, and flocks of birds. Sorry for that. So that was our little introduction to the Kingdom of Air. And last but not least, we are talking about the land of Earth. So we have our little lavender village, which is right next to Flower Meadow, where wildflowers grow, which you can pick up. There is a huge forest down here, which has a little historical cave that you can visit, and some hills and mountains up here, which is also a huge cave, the mineral cave with stalactites and stalagmites. And then on the other side, we have the Orleans farm, which you can visit. You can help out there with their work. They have a lot of fields and fruit trees and a little garden that they built up as well. And so that is what your visit would look like in the land of Earth. So let's talk a little bit more about this place. So people who live here love nature and know how to work with her instead of against her. They are practical and prefer physical work over office jobs. They're reliable, trustworthy, and everybody helps each other out. They are patient and have adapted to the natural rhythm and cycles. They can be pretty stubborn and love to stick with the things that they already know. Security is important to them. Activities that you should do while you're here. Take a day to explore a new world inside the caves. Visit a wildflower meadow and create a beautiful bouquet. Take a trip to the ancient stone circle and walk through the nearby forest. And harvest some fruit on your own in the little garden farm. So this was our little trip to introduction to the land of Earth. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful for you to get to know my deck a little bit better and what you will get with the cards and the guidebook especially. And yeah, let me know, what do you think about my deck? What do you love about it? Do you love the concept of exploring and path working and journeying through different little worlds and places? Um, and do you think that that works with a tarot deck? I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Also, feel free to visit my website so that you can get some more information on this deck, and you will find the link to purchase it there as well. If you want to know more about it, of course, on my website, but also watch Simon's walkthrough first look that I will also have linked in the description box down below. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if it was helpful for you. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and if you don't want to miss another video. It really helps the channel to grow and develop. And until next time, you guys, bye.